Hey everyone, so I get a lot of questions about how I got started in modeling and how they can get started in modeling or how you can get started in modeling. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. So the first thing I guess I want to start off with is how I got started in modeling. I started modeling when I was 12 and my mom got me into a Nordstrom's runway show. After that, I did a couple of small things, but I didn't really do a lot. When I was 18 and graduated, I could travel, so that kind of pushed me to start going again because that's what I really wanted to do was travel and work. So I applied to a bunch of agencies on the East Coast, um, and I got an agency in Miami that would fly me down for free and develop me and work with me, and I would go to castings. I lived there for 2 months and everything was handy dandy. So I went down there for the summer. I lived in a model house. I went on castings. I did a lot of work with a lot of different people. I did Miami Swim Week, which was my first big runway show in a really long time, so that was awesome. Then I came back here after that and I got signed with an agency here in North Carolina. So right now, that's where I am. I have an agency here in North Carolina that is developing me to push me to larger markets. I just had a meeting with Wilhelmina, New York not too long ago, so fingers crossed. Right now, I've been to California. I'm probably going to go there soon and look for an agency. I've also got an offer from an agency in Hong Kong to start working, so I'm thinking about doing that once I finish this semester. So I guess now I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about how you can get started in modeling, since I get that question a lot, and it takes me a while to kind of explain advice. So the way you guys can get started in modeling, educate yourself. You need Polaroid pictures. What is a Polaroid picture? You need to stand in behind a white wall. You need some pictures with a bathing suit, also some pictures with a tank top and black jeans. Each agency has different requirements on their website of what kind of pictures they want. Most of them are usually the same. I'll do another video on some posing techniques that are really good for full length and 3/4 kind of posing, because a lot of the times they do want you just standing there, but they don't want you looking bored and awkward, because if you just look like you're lifeless, then obviously they're not going to be able to tell that you can model. So that's what you're going to want to do. Those are basics. Agencies call them Polaroids. You need them. You do not need them done professionally. Okay? Have your mother or your sister or your brother, whoever, your aunt, take them on your iPhone. It's that simple. They do not need to be done professionally. So I would check whatever agency you're trying to apply to. I would definitely check the requirements before you take the pictures, because if you have all the pictures they want except for you forgot the headshot smiling because you figured they wouldn't want one or whatever, you're going to have to get dressed, go to the mall, and do that. Because if you don't include that picture, good luck. You need to. Okay? It's unprofessional if you don't fill out everything on the form. A lot of really good agencies. To start off with, bigger agencies, it depends where you are. For kind of a base on what agencies want, you can go to Ford, you can go to Wilhelmina, you can go to Elite, the Lions. I mean, there's so many agencies. Those are kind of the bigger ones that you can just go on their submit. Every website has a become a model or a submit page. If you click on that, it'll give you a form where you fill out your information, you fill out your stats, which you're going to need, which is going to be the measurements of your bust. So mine is 32. The measurements of your waist, mine is 24. And then your hips, which is going to be right around your butt. And mine's 34. And your height, of course. Make sure those are accurate. It is so important that they're accurate, because if you get a call, they will measure you. So you cannot lie and say you were 5'8.5", or I'm sorry, say you're 5'9" when you're really 5'8.5". Not gonna fly, because they're gonna check. Not all agencies are gonna fly you out, okay? They might say, hey, next time you're here, you can set up a meeting with us. Or they might say, can you come here? We're interested in you. That is not them promising you a contract, okay? It's not. That is an interview. So they can still say no to you even after you have flown to New York and stayed there for a night or 2 nights or whatever you've done, and you fly back and then they say, sorry, after meeting you, we really don't think you're right for us at this time, or whatever they want to say. It happens. Shit happens. You're not gonna get signed with the first agency you've gone to. I've gone to a boatload of agencies until I got signed with the ones I'm signed with now. I decided that was best for me. I would sign with boutique agencies first and build my portfolio up, which I have about like 200 pictures or something crazy in it. You don't need that many. That's just what I have in my private. My actual online portfolios, probably 15 or 20 pictures on my agency's website. Build. That's another thing that's really important about becoming a model. The base of it is kind of get your Polaroids, get your stats, get all the information you need to apply. Go ahead, start applying to agencies in your area. Every state might not have agencies. They might have boutique agencies, which is smaller agencies in your area. I live in North Carolina, so I live in a place where we have a lot of commercial agencies, and I'm not a commercial model. I'm a high fashion model. So a lot of the agencies here that are really good don't want me because I'm not commercial looking to them. So I work better in LA or Miami. I'm a little short for New York, but we'll see. Hope so. We'll see. So I would say the first thing is get all the information that you have on the websites and apply. Just go ahead, apply. Apply to however many you want in your area. Apply to bigger agencies. Apply to some in Miami, New York. Apply wherever you live as well. Make sure you are applying to an agency that is legit. I cannot stress that enough. If you don't know if the agency is legit, pop me a message and I will do my magic research and I will let you know. Because you don't want to be going to an agency that makes you pay a fee of $600 to start modeling with them. No. If they're making you pay a fee for comp cards, if they're making you pay a fee to do a photo shoot because you have no pictures in your portfolio or something of that matter, that's completely different. That's normal. That's fine. But if they're making you pay if they're making you pay a fee for like an online agency kind of where they do your casting and stuff, usually it's like a yearly fee that they just take out of the work that they book you, so you don't pay it up front. You can pay it up front, but they just take it out of the work they book you, and it's probably like $100 a year or something. I haven't had to go through that with an agency, but I have had interviews with agencies that do it that way. So that's normal too. Don't think, oh my god, they're trying to make you pay to scam. No, everything in life is not free, okay? Nobody's going to pay all this money to get you free photo shoots when they have to pay the photographer just to develop you. Maybe if you're like 5'11" and gorgeous, yeah, they will, because they know you're going to be a supermodel, but until then, no. What I like to do when I started wanting to model here was I joined groups on Facebook. We have one in my area called the North Carolina Models and Photographers Club or something like that. I'm in probably 3 or 4 of them. That way you can post on there with a couple of pictures. Do not put skimpy selfie bathroom pictures. Please, dear God, do not do that, because I see it all the time and it is so trashy. If you don't have any professional pictures already, again, post your Polaroids. You need to have them anyways, so get them, post those. You can post, hey, I'm I'm looking to develop my portfolio, I'm new to modeling, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you're going to have to pay for photo shoots. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. However, there may be photographers that are willing to work with you TF. which means that it's basically for trade. So they're going to not be paying you, and you're going to not be paying them. In exchange, they can use the pictures on their website or whatever they want to use it on, and you get them for your portfolio. The one thing you need to make sure of is that photographer's not going to give you a photo with a shitty watermark on it. You cannot use pictures with watermarks in your portfolio, period. Doesn't matter if you can barely see it, an agency will see that and say, take it out of your book. No. Okay, so just get some basic pictures done. Pick out, go to the mall, get some outfits, go to the thrift store, get some outfits, and do a photo shoot with a couple of photographers that say, hey, yeah, we'd like to work with you, whatever. Make sure they're legit. Please get references from the people you're working with. Talk to models they've worked with. Look at their photos. Is that, the kind of shots that you're going for? Is that kind of the area that you live in's modeling type or that kind of thing? That's what you're going to want to kind of look for. After that, I would say just keep working. It's going to take you a little while. If it's been, a year and you submitted to agencies and they say, we're really not what you're looking for, they just don't reply, don't get discouraged. Build up your portfolio, and try again next year. A lot of time agencies will let you submit every 6 months. Do it. If a boutique agency wants to sign you, do it. I would say just make sure it's legit. There are some who are not legit out there. So again, that when you're shooting with photographers, again, check the references, please. And also, if you are skeptical about it, bring a chaperone. When I first started shooting, I was 17, so I was under 18. So you should always be allowed to bring a chaperone. I usually would bring my sister or my best friend, and they would, help hold the reflectors or whatever. You need help with carrying my stuff. It doesn't matter. If a photographer says, no, you can't bring a chaperone, chances are they're sketchy. No photographer should say, no, you can't bring a chaperone, unless it's a job through your agency. Okay, get where I'm going here? If your agency knows them, they're professional, they're whatever, blah, 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 that's cool. You shouldn't ever bring chaperones on jobs anyways. Doesn't matter if it's your dog, your cat, or your sister, your brother, your mother, don't matter. If you're underage, that's kind of a different thing. So that's kind of it. That's kind of how I got started, how you guys can get started. If you guys have any questions about agencies in your area, or you have any random questions about getting started, you can shoot me a message. Other than that, that's pretty much my long ramble for today. Go ahead, you can follow me on my Facebook page to get videos. I'm going to start doing a lot more videos lately. Makeup, beauty videos, also kind of blog videos talking about modeling and stuff like that. You can also follow me on Instagram, and you can see my modeling pictures and random stuff. I'll put all my links in the description box. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me on any of those networks. So I hope that kind of helped you guys, and be safe and good luck.